The UK Prime Minister will be left red-faced and reeling after the astonishing new polling results which give a grim prognosis. Sir Keir Starmer has had a nightmare start to his new government, with a bombshell new poll revealing Labour's recent huge lead over the Conservative Party has totally collapsed. Historically, new governments that have swept to victory in a general election are afforded somewhat of a honeymoon period before the going gets tough. But a new poll has revealed that goodwill for Labour has already crashed, just 100 days after taking office, with results likely to leave Sir Keir red-faced. Polling by the More in Common think tank has delivered a devastating assessment of Labour's first 100 days in power, reports The Times. According to the survey of more than 2,000 people, Labour's poll lead has crashed as the party is now tied with the Tories on 27% each. Reform UK is on 21%. Starmer's net approval rating has fallen almost 50 points and now stands at an all-time low of -38%, with a third of Labour voters themselves saying Starmer has underperformed expectations. Meanwhile, 34% of those polled said they preferred the last Conservative government to the current Labour one, 31%. And in another damning result, the public was also 3 times more likely to say the government has had a bad start, 65%, than a good one, 19%. In terms of errors, nearly half, 49%, said that snatching away the winter fuel payment from millions of pensioners has so far been the government's biggest mistake. Releasing prisoners early and not reducing illegal migration are also high on people's list of grievances. Luke Trill, director of More in Common UK, said, "From a public opinion perspective, the first 100 days of a Labour government could be described as disappointing at best." The public are fairly united in saying the government has had a bad start, and rate the government's performance as a D-. Meanwhile, their poll lead has evaporated and Keir Starmer's approval sits in the doldrums. He goes on to say that Starmer and Labour hope the changes in Downing Street and a positive budget narrative will give them the chance to turn public opinion around before it's too late, forcing the public mood to crystallise against them. Other concerning issues for Starmer include the dreadful public backlash following his and some of his cabinet team's acceptance of thousands in freebies, from clothing to Taylor Swift tickets. One prominent backbencher, Rosie Duffield, was so furious she quit the party with an excoriating attack on the sleaze it had become embroiled in.